The time is now. It's back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth straight dropping dimes. Clark Daily Planet, the Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Man. Let me fix something here. This is totally different with this background. Looks better. Maybe it'll sound better. I mean, it looks a lot clearer. Has a wider, I guess, what would you call it? Spectrum. Much wider. So we could block our background before easily. Man, this is much clearer though. I don't like looking at that white light. It's a little even bright for me. I'll just put my glasses on and I'll try to look at it a little more. Yeah. All right. So here I am. Let's go through the list. Number one, YouTube channel. So I met with J.E. today, who's the person who helped me get this started originally. And thank you to him again. I gave him an update. I haven't seen him in a while, but a lot of people haven't seen a lot of people in a while, and I saw him. So I guess one thing he mentioned I can do, there's numerous things. One thing is he said, is that seeing that option, but he suggested it. So I probably will look at that. Your connection is unstable. So I guess that's a Wi-Fi thing, right? He agreed that Wi-Fi isn't as good anytime a landline's better, just like a landline's better connection than a cell phone, right? You're going to have a better reception cell phones because they're cut in and out, whereas a landline wouldn't have that problem. Yeah, I see that. So that's, I'm making a note of that. I don't know what else to say. My coworker Kevin mentioned, he says he's done stuff with video editing. So our schedule is crazy. But he did mention maybe showing me, I mean, he's been out of it for a few years. He discussed like Adobe and all these things, I guess for YouTube, but for doing music videos. I guess I'm around more people that are video oriented than audio oriented in terms of recording. I suppose they can always do audio stuff too, and I'll take whatever they want to give and all their expertise. I'm very happy to do anything they want to do. So I'm not sure what we could do for sure with our current schedule. Maybe nothing, but except for on a Sunday here or there if we squeeze it in. But and he started talking about what the budget is, monthly subscriptions to Adobe and things. If I'm not really using it, then it's something to be considered, but I can't just be putting even $20 a month in a subscription I'm not really going to be using, or I have limited time to use. So, but if we're talking about improving this YouTube channel, one, I've seen almost certainly visual improvement. I'm waiting to see what the audio is. I'm looking at the little green thing on the bottom, and maybe it's getting better picking up more just with the computer mic. So that's exciting. I think I'll continue. So for Trump's gonna thump, the next thing is to do the copyright. It's on the list. I'm just not in a hurry. I just don't really get to it. Number 3 is this merchandise for now. So I finally looked closer at the information that Fiona, when she got these shirts, they were a little over $10 each and over 12 each for the double extra large, which I need more of. $15 is not the right price for that. I think if you talk to anyone in retail, what is it, double or something? Whatever your cost is, you kind of have to double it, or I don't know. I can't remember the formula, but I should ask around how to set my price for that shirt, just strictly based on what my cost is. So that is, I probably can't sell it for $15. And the fact is, if someone's willing to pay 15, they're probably willing to pay 20 because they want to just support the artist, me, and so it doesn't stop me from ordering it, but I've just seen the shirts go for 15 a lot of times. And then I guess if that's the case, do I need to make a bigger purchase? If others selling their shirts for 15, where are they getting it? That kind of thing. So I'm not ready to purchase more yet. So we'll see. Rules of engagement. One thing I'll say is, I guess it's related further down, so I'll bring it up in a minute. Now, you will be glorified. Didn't do anything with that. So number 6, Bellevue Ballers. So talking to my strategist, and he suggested forming an LLC for my music company. And I could talk to Neil, but I think I want to see if I could just do it myself, maybe. That's going to be costly. Neil is very good, but even as an accountant, I think his fees are probably closer to that of a lawyer. Our current accountant, they're kind of they're sheltering in place real strong. My wife can't get any answers from them, so through email. So I have it written down, but that's just more of it has to do with our business project too, but that's all I'll say about that. Music video, my Reformation music video, like I said, gosh, I do need to check back in with Mike. I better do that. I just have to remember it. I'm not going to go crazy. My main goal before this episode was to check on the shirts, and I did that. Yay. And one more thing, which I didn't do, but I can, because it just got too late. And now no progress with that. So with the album I made, thanks to Colin and Rahul, they got a CD each. I showed you this from Rahul. I want to finesse that name a little bit, but I got the CD. So that was back-to-back days. That's a very good thing. I mean, that's a pretty solid month for me to sell. That's a pretty solid month for me to sell 2 even in a month. The back-to-back days is nice. It's just the way it goes. Got to go back, but it does relate to that. So I'm at the point. So I've shared this bed to bread with 70 people now, and where I'm at the point where if I'm talking to so many people, I kind of slow walk that a little bit, but now I'm at the point where, in the morning at work, I can find somebody who I haven't talked to about it, share it with them, but I'm running out of people. 30 more to go, 30 more days. And so if I'm out talking to somebody, then I want to bring up the album first, and then I'll talk about, well, do you have a CD player? You collect CDs? I've been going that route, and then if they don't, then I would go to this. I post this on my YouTube channel, This thing says the connection's unstable. So I would also say, and this related to YouTube, that I can go to Daiso and buy hugely long lengths of Ethernet cable for $1.50. So I think I need to do that. Got to figure out what I can do there. This one certainly is a computer to do it with, but if it's not stable, what good is it? I see it's saying that. It's worse than normal, actually. I think this computer is worse when it comes to Wi-Fi than our old computer. That's what I've seen already right out the bat. Who knows if this is even being recorded? So the sales, we're good with that. And I think that's all for now. Just my wife and I, maybe others, that there are people moving into Seattle, people moving out of Seattle. The people who are moving in are, the people who have been here, like there's people, I grew up in Seattle, and someone who moves here from somewhere else, they come here for a reason. They want to live here when they came. But for them, it's the city's changed, in particular the homelessness, and it's not being dealt with by the politicians. So if you're to come to Seattle now and you see how it is, and that's okay with you, and there's more people coming in, and it's okay with them because they're choosing to come here. Otherwise, why come, right? It's the new normal. For people already here, been here prior to that, and I'm from here, so I don't look at it the same way as someone said, oh, I like Seattle, I want to move to Seattle. It's different than what they came to. That would seem like the most likely person to want to leave, even or people from here. They don't like it. They don't like what's going on. They did clean up Lake City Park, on a positive note. Just cleaned it all out. Finally, it looked terrible. I don't know who makes these decisions. Why was it made? Maybe you need to go to nextdoor.com and get your question answered. They waited a year or something to clean it, and then they totally cleaned it out. And it says the park's temporarily closed. It's not really a park. It's just a little cement thing. Prior to all these homeless people living there, no one did anything with it. If anything, you put a few tables out and chess boards and, place old people can feed a pigeon. It's a nothing park. But that's all I want to say. It's like, I did talk to someone else who wants to go to South Dakota. I'm going to send her some country music recommendations. I thought I'd have time today. I apologize for that. But, she can't sell her condo and the prices are dropping. That's her report. Condo prices coming down, 1 bedroom, 1 bath in Seattle. People have to lower their price just to sell and get out. So nobody can say that's a town on the rise if that's happening, but the homes are fine. So maybe I would think it has to do with how close you are to homeless people. I mean, you're in any number of areas in Seattle that are away from Aurora and the freeway, basically, and that goes up and down this area. The further away, the better off, right? But the closer you are, the worse it's got, for sure. I think I'll get back to the rhymes. I got another idea for another song once I'm done with this one. So this song is called Goal Setters USA. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. Goal Setters. I'll just say setters. Goal Setters USA. How can I help you today? You say you need some direction. Where is it you would like to go? So I'm just having general goal setting conversations, because a lot of conversations I have with people, like, the end of the road is finding the job and then just working the job the rest of your life, and then it's over. Then that's the end. You say you need some direction. Where is it? You say you need some direction. Where is it? You'd like to go. In our network of business people, we often discuss people spend more time planning for a vacation than they do for their financial future, which is why a lot of people are struggling. I just see a lot of people, in my area of Seattle where I deliver mail, it seems like people are very, comfortable. I mean, they're not exceedingly rich, but they seem to be, their house is very nice. Maybe they have a tech job or something. It's not super fancy, but the value of the house would indicate they have some resources. So I don't know for those folks, there's clearly more available in life if you look at materially. But I'm just speaking in general terms. In my mind, people should always be looking to you don't want to just park. I think it's normal. It's setting a good example for your kids and for your neighbors and for society in general to continue to try to improve your lot in life. I just think that's the way to go. And that doesn't have to come from selfish ambition, because if you're improving yourself, you're setting an example. That's not selfish, that's unselfish. Two, you can bless too. So you do it with the right spirit. So it's just interesting that so much of the focus is education, which says you get educated, you get a good job, and then you'll be happy, I guess. That's the formula. But isn't it empty, So that's what this endeavor is related to, is what is, you can use the term purpose-driven life, or, the great life versus the good life, I think there is something to be said for having a faith in terms of building the kingdom, the Great Commission, your faith with others, and what is exciting to you, and the consequences in the hereafter. So that's obviously good. But still, I still look at that as kind of, God puts people in places, so nothing's a coincidence, but still, how purposeful was it? How intentional was it? You're just placed there all because you need to get a job to pay your bills and go to school, and all these things are just so unexciting to me. Okay, you say you need direction. Where do you like to go? Is it true you're looking for more? You're looking for more. So what's that FOMO? I can use it here. FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay. And I look at that phrase, FOMO, fear of missing out. And I look at that phrase, FOMO, fear of missing out, is very relative, because if you're, or an empty life, or just being around people's ambition, but it is it doesn't accomplish anything, right? We're not talking, but it could be satisfying, and it's empty, right? But if you have a fear of missing out on doing great things with your life, because there are people who are, you're aware of people who are achieving at a high level, and you're afraid of not doing that and just settling for, I can't say that type of FOMO's bad. So I'm not going to say that here, because I think you can use it in a couple different ways. Is it true you're looking for more? And life life being lived in slow mo. It's mo and mo, right? But it's for mo. And is it true you're looking for mo? FOMO. Is it true you're looking for more? Life being lived in slow mo. I mean, it's an interesting thing, because on the one hand, you feel like the years are slipping away and they're going fast. And where did the time go? That's true. But on the other side of it is, since it's so redundant, it's not going fast. It's just plodding along, right? So is it true you're looking for more? Life being lived in slow mo. Come this far with nothing to come so far with nothing to show. I don't know if I want to say it that little to show. Come thus and thus far with little to show. I'd say I could say you've come this. I guess I'd say it like this. Is a little ironic. You've come so far with little to show. Asking for some help. Asking for a little help, and let's see. I know the rhyme is to get in the know, right? So I'm calling on you to get in the know. So I can say, I'd be happy to help. How'd you hear about us? It'd be nice to get a phone call like this, right? But this is normally how we connect with people. But happy to help. How'd you hear about us? Now, how you had those surveys, like how did you hear about us? Advertisement, radio, internet, friend, other, something like that. We don't advertise, right? It's word of mouth, right? How did you hear us? Something with calls, let's say, it's for people that you build a relationship with and then you share ideas with in the most natural way possible. So line open or receptive, right? So I'm just having fun. How'd you hear about us? So this guy could say, wait, you talked to me. So I'll say that. Wait. Aha, I can't do this. I need to always be talking. Calling on me to get in the know. How'd you hear about us? And then I said, that's right. I talked to you. How could I forget? Such a fool. I couldn't help but to wonder. So I always think about how will the story end with you hearing well done, or you're too late, my friend. Till next time, finish verse 1.